I'm so excited about today's video because in it, I am going to be interviewing Warren Buffett on how he thinks about investing. Yes, the Warren Buffett. Well, not really, but kinda. Stick around, you'll see what I mean right after the intro. As I mentioned in my last video, one core pillar of Warren Buffett's investment strategy is that he only invests in companies that are going to return more money to him than he is putting into the company. But before we can dive deeper into this topic, we actually need to answer a much more fundamental question. What is investing? So to answer this question, we have Warren Buffett himself. Warren, what is investing?
Investing is the art, essentially, of laying out cash now to get a whole lot more cash later on, and something at some point better deliver cash.
Interesting. So with that in mind, can you help explain what kinds of businesses we should be thinking about investing into?
The best business is one that gives you more and more money every year without putting up anything to get it, or very little. And we've got some businesses like that. The second best business is a business that also gives you more and more money. It takes more money, but the rate at which you reinvest the money to get that growth is a very satisfactory rate. The worst business of all is the one that grows a lot and where you're forced in effect to grow to stay in the game at all, and where you're reinvesting the capital at a very low rate of return. And sometimes people are in those businesses without knowing about it.
Thanks, Warren. That was very insightful. I noticed you didn't mention anything about the stock price of the company.
If the business gets worth more at a reasonable rate, the stock will follow over time. But it won't necessarily follow week by week or month by month or year by year.
Got it. Okay, so you're saying that if the business does well, the stock price will also increase over time. That makes a lot of sense. Thanks for your insights, Warren. Now, we just heard Warren Buffett say two things. The first is that the only reason to invest money into a company is to get a whole lot more money later on. Two, if the business does well, the stock price will do well over time as well. Now, to be explicit, Warren is not trying to predict the stock price tomorrow, the next week, or the next year. What he's trying to do is find companies that will do well over time, and because they've done well, they'll have lots of money, and they'll return a lot of money to him as the owner of the business. The stock market will, over time, recognize that the company is doing really well and will adjust the stock price upwards accordingly. It's pretty simple, right? Well, it's simple to understand, but it's really hard to have the discipline to not get emotional about a stock price going up or down. But that's exactly what it's actually going to take. You will have to think rationally and not emotionally about your investments. So the next question that should be popping into your mind is, well, how does a business return money to its owners? There are three ways, I don't know why I did two, three ways that a business can actually return money to its owners. And I'm going to explain each of those three ways in my next video. So if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. It's somewhere at the bottom over here. And make sure you gently click on the notification bell as well, so you find out about when I post the next videos. Also, this is a brand new channel, so a few of my friends have already done this, and I would really appreciate if others would actually share this video, as well as my previous video, with your friends and family on Facebook, on Twitter, through carrier pigeons, by putting a message in a bottle. Whatever you can do to help with getting the message out there, I would highly appreciate it. And finally, thank you for watching and for your kind support. I really appreciate all of the kind words you guys are sending in private messages, as well as in comments at the bottom here. So thank you, and wish you lots of peace, prosperity, and love in 2022. And I'll hopefully see you again soon. Bye.